there was an industry that like they couldn't find training, and then all of a sudden you find 20 great trainers because most people are like, how do I scale this? How do I get other people to deliver great value? Normally they're really good at it and everyone else is shite, right? So how did that happen?
There's two different points here with regards to scalability. So initially, when we grew, it wasn't purposeful. So bearing in mind that I'd been working in the sector over 15 years, and I'd worked with really good people, and we attract people like ourselves. So I was surrounded by people who were doing what they were doing for the very best reasons, and really wanted to make change and help people and such like. And so initially, it was more a case of me going to people that I know and literally saying to them, do you know that subject you know all about? How
Got
about
it.
going and telling somebody else all about it?
Okay.
And supporting them to do that. And we became kind of the conduit for them to be able to do that and help them. And we very quickly took on a full-time executive assistant to manage all of that kind of noise and process, I guess. But when the shift came and we decided for me to go full time in the business, and we were looking at scaling again, we knew that we needed to. So that analysis and evaluation wasn't just about finding out what was special, it was also about developing a quality standard. Because when we got to about 15, that's when we then started seeing some of that sand moving. You know, we'd get the odd complaint coming in, and I was mortified at that point because obviously everything was emotionally connected at that point, and I couldn't understand how could somebody say anything negative about our phenomenal trainers. And then the penny dropped, because I also had an organization of 400. The penny dropped that actually we weren't investing anything into them at that point. It really was a group of people, like-minded people, wanting to support other like-minded organisations. And that's when it was so key and that's why there was that really big decision to make about leaving the work that I was doing and moving into the business, because we couldn't have grown anymore and probably couldn't have continued at that size for any length of time without then having some serious structure, some serious processes, some serious quality standards. And that's so when we were evaluating and deriving the methodology, we were developing it very much for internal use initially, so that we could then train any other people that we wanted to recruit in. We could then train them to deliver in the same way that that our customers expected by that point. And it will be no surprise to you, Glenn, that analysis and that evaluation immediately threw up that our biggest, strongest USP were our values, and then very, very quickly seconded by our operational expertise. So, you know, that says it all, really, doesn't it?